And we are live. Welcome back to Mezcla Moguls. It's your boy, the one with the scar on his face, your boy Scarface, and welcome back to another episode. Thank you. There's not enough thank yous I can tell you guys for all the support you guys give me. It just motivates me to continue to make content for you guys and keep doing this stuff for you guys. So, wherever you're listening to this, give us a thumbs up, 5-star rating, whatever you can. It really does help the podcast out. Share it and things like that. But if you want to continue to help, I also sell necklaces, pins, merch, all sorts of stuff and things like that. Link is in the bio to purchase some of those things. We have, like I said, hat pins, necklaces, merch, and all that stuff. But just giving us a thumbs up and a 5-star is more than enough. So please, if you can. And I really wanted to do this episode. I know I missed last week. Just things have been getting a little hectic. There's a lot of things behind the scenes that I wasn't telling people. I wasn't really talking about. Just because when things aren't 100% set in stone, I hate, because I've done it before. I've brought stuff up and it's never panned out, or like something happens and it doesn't pan out. You know what I mean? So that's why I was like, not going to say anything. But I mean, if you guys follow me on Instagram, on TikTok and stuff like that, you guys know that I'm going to be moving to Arizona. I'm super excited about that just because it's going to be more content for you guys. Like, I'm going to be able to collab with more people, because I'm just going to be honest. You guys know that I'm straight up honest, straight up blunt with you guys. A lot of people here don't like to collab. And the reason is one, they either think they're high and mighty, ran into that. And then they're also, there is a couple girls who said that my stuff was a little too edgy for them. You know, the Idaho is mainly like, there's a lot of LDS, a lot of Mormon and things like that. And I'm not saying they're bad or anything. It just, my content is a little too edgy for them. And so it's really hard to find people to collab with and to make content with. So that's why, I made it work as much as I could. And then I got an opportunity to go work in Arizona. So I'm super excited about that. As a social media strategist for Heath Treasure. Yeah, he's I really like what he's doing. That's why I was really excited to jump on board with him, just because what he's doing for the blue collar industry. And, he wants me to help him with the social media. That way, we can grow that and then, help other people who are in the blue collar industry, be able to become either wealthy or make more money than they think they know they can. So super excited about that. That's just a little gist of what I'm going to be doing with him. But also I'm excited because at the same time, I'm also going to be able to work on my content as well. I'm going to be able to work on my content, collab with people. I posted that I was going to move to Arizona, and the amount of people that sent me messages saying hey, hit me up when you come here, hit me up, companies, nonprofits, all sorts of stuff, hit me up. Sorry, I actually had my ring on, but put it in my pocket. All these people reaching out saying that they want to work together. And I'm just I think this made me feel even better about the move. You know what I mean? Not only am I going to be able to help Heath build his company, I'm also going to be able to work on my social media at the same time. Because, that's what I've been doing here, helping other people with their social media and doing my social media at the same time. But here, like I said, it's a lot of LDS and stuff like that. So you can't really find people to collab with. And the only way to grow quick is to collab with different people, bring people on the TikTok. I've been wanting to bring guys on the TikTok and have ask them questions, because I know you guys been asking me to do stuff like that. And so now I'm going to be able to, because I'm sure there's more guys out there that are going to be willing to talk on social media. So I'm excited for that. Sorry, I don't know why my throat got all. Oh, give me the hiccups. So I'm super excited about that, and I know, like I said, I didn't come out with an episode last week because, again, I got super busy. But I think during the transition of me moving over there, I'm going to put the podcast on hold. Meaning, let's just say this season is over, right? Okay. Just because there's so much going on, me trying to find a place out there, trying to, figure out how I'm going to, pack this stuff up, trying to align everything. And then on top of that, still trying to record TikToks for you guys, still trying to, and then the podcast too. And I'm just it's a lot. So that's why I'm going to put a pause until I get over there and settled in. That way, this is not another burden in my head. you have to film. You have to do a podcast episode. Because I know you guys love them. I know you guys really enjoy them. And I love doing them for you. But I just need to be able to manage my time a little bit more efficiently, because it's like a short transition. Because, job offer, got it. And now the process of moving, and moving, now I have to like figure out how I'm going to pack. Well, I know how I'm going to pack it, with like the process of doing that. There's some stuff that I don't want to take. So I'm going to try to sell. And then like I have a storage unit too with some stuff. And I'm thinking about just getting rid of a bunch of stuff that I know I'm not using that's sitting in there. That way I can get like a smaller storage unit for like some other things that I do want to keep there, instead of paying for a big one. And just like things like that, you know what I mean? Like running around and doing these different things. And there's still events like the 15s and the weddings that we still do that keeps me busy as well. So it's like a lot. Like last night we had two events. I was here in town. The other team went to Pokey. You know what I mean? Like, so it's a lot. Like all day yesterday, I couldn't do anything because I'm stuck there. So that's why I am going to put a pause until I get to AZ. And as soon as I get to AZ, we're going to jump right back into it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like we're done for it. No, it's just, you probably won't get episodes for the month of July. Just because, like I said, I am going to be, that's the process of me transitioning over to this new position and moving, and everybody knows like it's already difficult to move within your own city. So imagine having to move from Idaho Falls all the way to Arizona, Gilbert, Arizona. So it's going to be a little bit difficult, but I'm excited. I'm excited for it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm super stoked about it. And like another reason why I wanted to do this podcast episode was because like just the hard work, you know what I mean? Like, I'm glad that this stuff is happening, because it shows you like people don't see like all these behind the scenes, like the hours and hours. Like, there has been so many times you can ask the people around me, so many times, I can't, I got to go do this. I can't, I got to go do this. Meaning like, I can't, I got to go edit videos. I can't, I got to go record TikToks. I can't, I got to go record a podcast. Like, that's what's separating me from like a lot of people. Most people are like, hey, you want to go do this? Yeah, let's go do it. Podcast? Yeah, we'll do it later. Yeah, if we'll do it last minute, and then last minute never comes, and things like that. So, the amount of times I've said I can't has helped me. Like, you need to learn how to say no. Just because if you have that vision, if you have that drive, that has to be your main priority. You know what I mean? Like, and people wonder, like, a lot of people start podcasts. A lot of people start TikToks. A lot of people start YouTube channels. Like, people start things, but they don't go through with it just because they don't get that immediate satisfaction of like, oh, I'm super famous, or like podcast grew millions of views. Like, they don't get that overnight. So they get really discouraged and they stop. But if they would just be like, let's, it might take us maybe 2-3 years, but I know we can get there. Let's get there. Whatever we got to do, let's get there. And again, you can ask the people around me. I'm always like, I can't, I got to go do this. I can't. Or like, if I'm out doing something with somebody, I'm like, all right, I got to go. I got to go do this. I can't, I got to go do this. Like this morning, yeah, I have a shit ton of stuff to do today, but my buddies wanted to go golf. And the reason I went to go do that is because I am moving, and it's like a bunch of close friends, and they're like, hey, like, we're going to go golf, because we know, like, let's spend some more time before you actually move. So I'm like, okay, cool, let's go do that. We went early, came back, edited some videos, did some work, showered, changed, went over to my parents because my brother-in-law birthday today, went and hung out over there. And then I wish I could have stayed there and hung out with my brother-in-law a little bit longer and, drank a little bit more with him. But in my head, I'm like, I can't, like, I got to go just because I got to go do this. I was like, there's some videos I got to finish editing for some clients. There's some pictures as well. There's this podcast episode that I haven't recorded that I needed to record. And then there's the TikToks that I had to edit, and like I'm going to post here in a little bit. And then I want to go live too today. So like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a bunch of things, but what I'm trying to say, trying to reel it all back in, is if you really hustle and grind, these doors open up. You know what I mean? Like, take me, for example. Like, I'm just like, when shit happens, I'm like, what the heck is going on? You know what I mean? Like, this person reaches out, hey, let's do something. When I posted the AZ video, like, that I was going to go out there, the amount of people, like I mentioned earlier, the amount of people that reached out, like businesses, like nonprofits, other creators, they're like, hey, let's do this. And I'm just like, oh shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I didn't realize there's a lot of people who watch the stuff from AZ. I mean, AZ always fluctuates in the top cities. Right now, it's mainly, I think it was Houston, LA, Chicago. I think Phoenix is up there, but so is San Antonio. I can't remember, but Texas has the biggest overall. But this job opportunity came in AZ. And if you've listened to my stuff before, there's 2 places I said I would like to move to: Texas and Arizona. And guess where the job offer came from? Arizona. So you see, in my head, I'm just like, oh shit. Like when it came, I'm like, this is probably a sign. You know, like I've listened to a lot of like podcasts, and like they said like those opportunities come, and you can't think too much of it, and you just got to do it because it might be the one. You know what I mean? Like opportunities are always all around. You know, like the whole red car theory. For those that don't know, the red car theory is like, you know, for example, whenever you're listening to this on your way to work this morning or this evening, how many red cars did you see? And you start thinking, you're like, maybe 2, 3, probably like 4 or 5. You know, you're not unsure, right? But if I told you, hey, tomorrow for every red car you see, I'm going to give you $50. Guess how many red cars you're going to see? You're going to see them all. You're going to be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's the same way, like opportunities are always coming after you, like at you. You just need to see what they look like. Sometimes they're not going to be, an opportunity is never going to be like, hey, I'm here. This is your chance. Hi, how are you? Take this opportunity. It's never going to show up like that. The opportunities you have to create, meaning like you have to be putting in that work, hustling, grinding, and then those opportunities come to you. And then, but you also got to see when they come to you. You could be like, because trust me, like I saw this and I'm like, oh shit, this is a huge opportunity. Not only just to work with him, because what he's doing with Heath, what he's doing, I'm just like, damn, he's killing it. He's hustler, multimillionaire. He knows what he's doing. That's somebody I want to be around, even if I'm not. Like say I wouldn't be working with. That's somebody you want to be around with because he's killing it in whatever he's doing, and I just want to learn from him, right? But also like the opportunity to go over there where there's more people to work with, collaborate. So that I'm like, this is a sign, because I clearly said 2 places I would move to: Arizona, or Texas, and it happened, and I'm just like, oh shit, like this is it. Like I can't be, because like I said, it's nerve-wracking just to pick up your shit and go, like, because it all happens super quick, like literally super quick. Like I said, job offer, acceptance, and then they're like, we need you to start right away. How soon can you move? And I'm just like, fuck. You know what I mean? Like everything just happens so quick. But I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I know I can kill it. You know, helping him grow his blue collar social media, and like just whatever they got going on over there. I know I can help bring a lot of value to that. And also at the same time, like I'm always doing stuff for my stuff as well. That's never going to stop. You know, even here, like I do client stuff, I do my stuff. I even broke down before how I do stuff. Like I'm like super laser focused. And that's why I said, like, sometimes learning how to say no goes a very long way. I would love to come and hang out and, you know, go get some drinks, but I can't. I got to go do this. I would love to come and do this, but I can't. I got to go do this. Like I actually got to go right now just because I got to go and do some stuff. You know, I got to go edit some stuff, record some stuff, you know, and things like that. Most people don't do that. They're like, yeah, let's go get drinks. Yeah, let's go. Oh, go do this. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, I'm sacrificing like all these times to hang out with people and do things. But later on, you know, if you really focus in and hone in on whatever you want to do, those opportunities come. They come, like, and I'm just literally trying to tell you, it happens. It happens. You just got to work. You got to hustle. You got to grind. I'm not saying like these opportunities are just going to come if you don't do shit. You have to be hustling. You have to be grinding. And then eventually, like, as long as you're getting better and motivated, the opportunities come. It may happen year 1, 2. Like, I remember for, like, sometimes I sit in question. I'm like, fuck, like, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? And then something happens and, you know, like, and things, I'm like, oh, shit, okay. Oh, okay. You know, this here. And I'm like, oh shit, like I know I'm on the right path, right? So that's why like you have to learn that's the biggest thing about this episode. Not just that I'm announcing that I'm gonna go to Arizona and we're gonna, end this part of the season because this closed the Idaho Falls chapter. Because yes, like again, my family is here. My parents, brothers and sisters, nephews, but sometimes you have to make those sacrifices and go. Yeah, it's gonna suck not to see them, see your friends, see your family, and things like that. But I know what I'm doing is gonna help everybody. So I see it like that. It's gonna help everybody, So that's my goal. So you got to learn how to say no. That's the biggest thing. Learn how to say no to the right things. No, I can't go do this. No, I can't go do that just because it's done a lot for me. And that's why I'm like, right before I was going to record this episode, I was like, should I just announce and then I'm going to go and then that's it? Like keep it super short and simple. But then I started, I get in my own head. I'm like, damn, like I'm actually going to move. I'm actually going to do this. Like I'm actually going to tell people, like thousands and thousands of listeners that always tune in, that I'm going to move. So like it's becoming more and more real. And that's why I'm like, holy shit. Like I went from, doing what I used to do before, and just like how it's evolved over time. It didn't happen overnight and it didn't get handed to me. It's all been like hard work. Again, if you know me, the late nights. Like when I had one of my old offices, people would drive by it and be like, damn, I saw your car there super late. Like, yeah, it's fucking editing, recording stuff, editing. Like sometimes I remember when I was like super, super fucking busy, just because I had way too much on my plate that I shouldn't have had. I was recording my TikToks like at midnight, 1:00. And then after that, transfer everything because I needed to edit some of them and so I could post them. People didn't see that. Like I was up probably like 7 a.m. at that time and then wouldn't go to sleep until about 1, 2 in the morning, sometimes even later. Just because like I was like, I want to make this work. I gotta make it work. Because I see that, when you feel like you have something there, you just need to figure it out, how to grab it and water it and make it grow. And that's what I'm trying to do. But I'm just like, dang, like I've been working fucking hard. I've denied so many times to hang out with people. I've done so many things like that. I was like, this needs to work, or all that sacrifice was just like for what? Because yes, like even if you know me, like the people close to me, they're like, hey, like can you do this? They even have to schedule shit with me, and it sucks just because like I was booking stuff like far out in advance, and so like if I book something far out in advance and then you're like, oh, we're gonna go do this, I really couldn't do last minute things, and like so that's why I was like, you have to let me know in advance if you're gonna do like a birthday party or something like that, so I can go. That way I don't book anything, because I'm just like hustle. Like I do not like to not be doing anything, always doing something. Like if you get a chance to be around me, like I'm always like boom, boom, like all right, I gotta do this. Like Jerry last night after the event, she's like, oh, like we were talking about the event afterwards, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna go because I have to go like transfer some stuff, and then I want to get some sleep because I gotta wake up early because I'm gonna go golf, and then I have to go do this, then I have to go to my brother-in-law, like his birthday, and they're like, how no? She was like, how do you just keep going? And I'm like, I don't know. Like I have something in me, and I'm glad I have it in me that just motivates me. And like it's like hustle, grind, because I know it's gonna lead me to somewhere. It's just, I don't know, it's weird, it's a feeling. But I love it. I love to stay busy, and I've seen the growth of just doing everything. Like the things that I tell you guys to do, like the hustle, grind, work your 9 to 5, and then from 5 to 10, that's when you work on your side hustle. That could eventually lead to a full-time career. That's what it did to me, working a 9 to 5, and then all of a sudden like working on my stuff in the evening, which led to like being way more busy and making way more money than I was making at a 9 to 5. And so that's when you jump in full-time, like with my business, that's what I jump full-time. You know what I mean? Like it just like keeps growing and growing. So hopefully this podcast episode motivated you, and just seeing my growth, and it motivates you to be like, yeah, you know what? I think I can do this too. I just got to grind it out. Because again, it never happens overnight. If you're looking to start anything, it doesn't matter what it is, restaurant, selling clothes, whatever it is, YouTube channel, doesn't matter. It's gonna take time. You might get lucky, and because it happens. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but it doesn't happen that often. Where you find something and it just like blows up, goes crazy like wildfire. Yes, it does happen, and it can happen. I'm not saying it can't, but I'm being a little bit more realistic. Like, it's probably not gonna happen, but you can blow up like that. It's just gonna take a little bit of work. So I mean, that's basically what I want to talk about on this episode. Is that I'm gonna be moving out there, so I am gonna be taking a little bit of a break, just because I don't want that burden of just be like, fuck, I gotta do this, fuck, I gotta do that. Because it's a lot right now. Like, it's weird. Well, I mean, I'm sure when people move, like, that's a lot of work in itself. People who've moved across like a few states, it's gonna be crazy, and it's gonna be hot as fuck right now over there. So I'm like, now I got to deal with that while the moving process. People are like, damn, you're gonna move in the summer. They're like, good luck, and I'm like, thanks. I mean, but like, I don't got an option at the moment. It's not like I can be like, you know what, I'll take the job, but I'll see you November. It doesn't work like that. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited. If you guys have anybody that is in the, Phoenix, Mesa, Gilbert, Scottsdale area that does social media, has some sort of cool story that I can have them on the podcast episode, because I want to do guests too. It's just really difficult when people here don't really like to talk about things because they're super like, oh no, what are they going to think of me? So let me know. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, all that stuff. I'm going to be posting the whole thing. And I think I'm excited because also while I'm in Arizona, that's when that's where I can vlog. People keep asking me for like day in the life vlogs and stuff like that here. But I'm like, I don't do shit here. Like, I just work. And there's not shit to show. Like, if I go on a hike, that's one thing crossed off. You know what I mean? And hikes aren't that exciting. Over there, I think it's going to be cool. I mean, I kind of know some places, but I don't know Arizona that well. So it'd be cool just me like learning. Like, oh shit, like I went to go check out this place. I checked out, I did this. Or like even working for Heath, like I'm excited for that because I know what they want from me and what they're expecting, but who knows like what opportunities that's going to bring. Like, hey, like let's go do this with these people. Like, some pretty legit people. So like, that's why I'm just like super excited about that too. So I'm excited about that. But everyone who helped me grow up until this point, thank you. Thank you. All the people listening, sharing, always commenting from TikTok, Instagram, you name it. Thank you guys for all the support. You guys are a major reason why these opportunities also come, because if they see my social media doing well and podcast doing well, they kind of know like, okay, he kind of knows what he's talking about, because yes, like you start learning how to post stuff, what makes people watch longer, and things like kind of like Mr. Beast. I understand, not as well as he does, but you start learning like little things. It's weird. It's hard to explain. You start learning like little things that help you get more views, more followers, more likes, more attention. And it's hard to explain, but I can like try to, that's why I can help people. If you listen, I can help. There's some people right now who like, I literally told them like things, and they're going around repeating what I told them, making it seem like they're the ones that thought about it. And I'm like, hey, like, think about this, do that. And I'm just like, I literally fucking told you like all this stuff. And like, but it didn't make sense when I told you, not until somebody else told you the same shit or something similar. Now you believe it, but then you believe somebody who doesn't have the following, doesn't have the views. You believed him, but you didn't believe me, who has the stats to back it up. Social media is weird. It's pretty cold-blooded out here too. People are fake as well. So that's why you just gotta keep your guard up, because you never know what's gonna happen. But it's a lot of fun too. I'm not going to act like it's not fun. It's a lot of fun too. So, but thank you guys. I will see you the next time you see another episode will be in Arizona. So I'm excited to see. I'm probably not going to do the same backdrop. People fucking copy me. So I'm not going to do the same backdrop probably. I'm going to try to see if I can do something different, something creative, something new. So I might just start with like, see, I want to restart it and then it be boom. You know what I mean? And it might even start with a new name, just because I feel like that it does need a name change, especially for some of the stuff that we talk about. So I think that might be the goal too, is to have like a new backdrop, something new, and especially where I can fit like 2 people, and then also probably a new name. Just because this one does not fit this podcast. I'm just being honest. Like, let's be honest. We know how to be honest. But anyways, I want to thank you guys so much. I'm like super excited. I know like I'm talking a lot, super excited, and overwhelmed, meaning like I got a lot of shit I need to do. And I'm just like, where do I start? But just like anything else, I start writing things down and I'm like, we got to do this. We got to do this. We got to do this. And you just start knocking them out. I have a notebook right next to my computer where I write what I need, things I need to do, like especially like clients' photos and stuff. And I'm like, it looks like a lot. And then once they start getting crossed off, you're like, okay, I'm getting somewhere. So I got to do the same thing with this whole moving process. But anyways, I'm still going to be posting TikToks. I'm still going to be doing that just because we cannot let that stop. So, but anyways, I'll see you guys in Arizona.